Hello my ninjas, this is Sun. So today I'm going to show you how I edit my Instagram photos, and I'll just insert my phone right here for you guys to see. So I'm going to show you what my Instagram looks like. Right now my Instagram just looks like this. There you go, that's my Instagram. Follow me if you haven't, but I had requests on how I make these kinds of videos, and I've talked about this before that my theme changes. My theme has been consistent lately because I've had this like all white kind of color theme, because I incorporate a lot of different colors in my photos anyways because I go out to places to take photos. I try to put white as like the main color of my photo, so that's what I have here. But before I had a kind of like this blue kind of theme, and then it was like more blue, and then I had like this faded kind of theme last year. This one right here is the edited one. That's what it looks like. And then this one right here is the unedited one. And when I edit my photos, I don't do a very big change, so that's why these two photos are very similar to each other. The only difference is a little bit of the lighting. This is my photography section. I use Meitu pick a lot, and then I also use VSCO cam. On Meitu pick, I usually click on retouch, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys that I retouch a lot of my features. If I had a photo like this and I was standing, I'd usually would like go to the taller part to like elongate my legs. This is practically like photoshopping, but I try to make it so that it's as natural as possible. So like I do that. Going on to retouch, and I just let it go on the natural part, but it's like way too bright on the natural, so I turn it down like a lot. I'm just going to slim down my chubby face a little bit. Yeah, this is a little bit like Photoshop, but what are you gonna do? Here I usually click auto, and it will detect your face, and it'll kind of like just slim it down a little bit. Just go ahead and upload it on VSCO cam, and this is where I play around with the colors and the filter of the photo. So when I take photos on my camera, I set my camera colors to neutral. That's why you see that my photo is already like, it doesn't have a very high contrast. I like to set my photos on neutral just so that it's like the contrast isn't very a lot, and you can edit on like post editing apps. So after I have my photo here on VSCO cam, I sometimes use the filter A6. Like that's the only filter I use now because it just makes the photo look like a little bit brighter. And I don't ever turn it this high. I always turn it down. Turn it to like 5 or even sometimes 7. I'm just gonna leave this one at 5, and then you can tell it before and after what it looks like. It looks kind of brighter and whiter. If it's not bright enough, because some photos are not bright enough for me, then I'll turn up the exposure. But this one is bright enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. Sometimes I even turn down the saturation if my skin looks way too yellow or orange. I really like using shadow save. It just like brightens like the contrasted areas. You don't have to do this if you like high contrasted photos, but for my theme I just like to turn up my shadows. And that's basically it that I do for my editing. I used to edit my photos like so much. I used to do a lot of different filters, really dramatic changes to my photo. I'm going to go ahead and save this photo. And what I do next before I upload it on Instagram is to go on Snug. Snug is an app to see how your photos lay out on your feed. Like you sign into your Instagram account and it loads your feed like I have here, and you can basically add any photos you want to see if it fits on your feed before you before you actually upload the photo, which I think is really nice, because if you don't like the way it looks, you can always just like delete it like this and then start over again, like choose different photos to see how it looks with your theme. I can see how everything lays out the way I want it to. It's just a visual thing for me, like having a theme and such like that. What I usually do on Facetune, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with a photo that I already edited. I use it a lot for reshaping. I go in here, and if it looks really off, if anything looks off, then I go ahead and reshape. I use the resize tool to just like shrink, like, I don't know, let's say like my cheeks a little bit right there. But this photo is already edited, so it looks okay. Sometimes I go to refine and like push in like these parts a little bit. I know a lot of people have this app. This app actually costs money. It costs like $2, I think. A lot of people use this app for the whiten feature, but a lot of my photos are usually bright enough and white enough that I don't have to do this. But if I did have to, then I would just like go into the whiten feature and then like, let's say, whiten everything else besides my skin. Just kind of, it's just a little bit different. But for my photos, I don't like it to be too white because I do like that slight yellow like tone in my photos. I just leave it and don't whiten it a lot because I want it to look more natural, and the yellow color makes it look more natural. When I edit photos that don't need retouching on the face, or if it's a photo without me in it, then I usually don't retouch it on Meitu pick. I just go on VSCO cam here, like let's say this lamp here, and then I select the filter. This was before, and then this was after, what it looked like. And then I turn the exposure up. I basically do everything exactly the same as a picture with me in it, except skipping the part where I go on Meitu pick and edit my features. That's how I edit my Instagram photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure that in the future, like future sun, I'm going to edit my photos differently because it always changes up. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and talk to you guys next time. Bye, and leave your requests down below. Bye. Wow.